they start sticking two guys on him, what does that do for everybody?
Well, hopefully it keeps people off our backers, which is the key, and so we need to continue to develop our linebacker position so that we have good tacklers there. It forces the ball to the edge more, and so I think the key there is that's why we're really trying to concern ourselves with maintaining our edges and not let the ball get outside now, to keep it funneled inside to where he can have an impact.
And what's a fair expectation for what he should be in the fall? What kind of season he should have?
Well, I'd like to think that he should, really be an all Pac-10 player for us. That's the way he played the second half of the season. I would imagine and to think that he'll continue down that road. He has that ability, there's no doubt.
Was the Holiday Bowl a breakthrough for him? Or
he was playing better before that. I thought he played really well versus, had a nice game versus Washington State, but really well versus Cal, really well versus UCLA. And there's a reason why we started stopping the run better, and it starts right there in the middle.
I was going to say, it seemed like it was forced on you a little bit last year, the offensive line having to rotate guys and maybe not always having the same five out there. But this year, I would imagine the goal is to try to maybe do that.
We're going to try to, not that once we make that decision. I like the ongoing competition. I like guys fighting for spots and continually working at it. But, ideally that to find that continuity of the same five guys being able to play. And, realistically, not many teams can go 13 games with the same five guys.
Yeah.
Things occur, injuries occur, but if we can keep that continuity and guys not having to bounce around as much, we should be better off.
This year, though, with the seven guys who you signed 2 years ago, now all those guys are kind of there. So is there a little more depth, a little more bodies?
There's definitely more depth. And some of those guys are going to progress a little quicker than others. Everybody's at different stages, but that doesn't mean they all can't be really good players, which I think they can.
Yeah, Ben Rivas seems to be kind of working a lot with the ones right now.
Yeah, he's done a nice job. He's earned it. He brings a real kind of a nasty, mean streak to his game. He wants to be great. He works at it not only on the field but in the weight room and in the film room. He's got a real passion about him, and it's paying off. He's playing pretty well.
What are you happy with today?
Yeah, I was. I thought for the first day, I thought we practiced with really good energy, really good tempo. It was intense, it was physical, but we did a good job of staying off the ground. There were a lot of guys rolling around and rolling into each other. I liked the intensity. Obviously, there was a big emphasis on the red zone today and being down and tight. And, I thought for the most part we made good decisions from the quarterback position down in here where we can make some mistakes. Our defense had their hands on the ball a couple times. In a perfect world, we should catch those. We need to start catching those balls. And that's how we take that next step of even creating more turnovers, and so we'll continue to work at it.
Is Tuesday a day that you're just kind of building up to when you go full pad? Is that something there? Is it going to be that much different?
I don't, outside of, we'll probably go to the ground a little bit more, but outside of the speed, the tempo, the energy, the enthusiasm, I don't think you'll see a whole lot of difference.